left me for a ghost. Hello, everyone. So this is being recorded on October 14th, which also happens to be Canadian Thanksgiving. The reason I'm doing this is because I actually have time to get it done, and so yeah, it's getting released later, but this is where I'm at with recording. I thought today I would try to do vocals for it, and I did. So I'm kind of happy. Now, one thing I did notice, I'm gonna play this for you. Because I like to double up my vocals. So let's look at the machine for a second here. So I'm not using a lot of it. As you can see, I have so tracks 1, 2 is vocals. I've actually turned them down because they were distorting, and I don't know why. I had a little trouble with line input A. I think it was dirty, so I cleaned it, and then it disappeared on me, and then it came back. So it was really weird. I've actually gotten a chance to play with auto punching on this thing. I will say I do like certain things about it, such as when you do an auto punch, it actually keeps all the versions. So if you auto punch like 5 times on the same session, we'll call it that for now, it will keep all of them, and then you can go through and say, I want this one. And then it'll say, do you want to keep that one? Yes. And then you select it, and then it'll keep it for you so that you can then go back and listen to it again, or you can switch to, you can keep that one, and then that one is that one replaces what's there on the thing. I don't know whether it keeps the last ones. I couldn't tell you. I also had to use the undo, which is also nice because the undo had a list. So it said, this is what you did last, and then it goes down the list. And I had messed up, and I had actually wiped out some of the vocals I had recorded previously, and I didn't want to redo them. So I just went and undid that mistake. It was quite nice. Yeah, so a lot of neat features on this thing. It's frustrating to do it. I can understand why with the Neo version they redid a lot of where the buttons are, because it is you have to remember, like if you look here, let me just pull this over. Like if you look here, here's your buttons for doing auto punching and that, and you got to hit shift, and you got to hold down the shift and then do set in, hold down the shift to do set out. That's what the blue is for here. And it's interesting, but it's a pain in the ass too. So I'm gonna say that. And then when you click auto punch, let's see if it'll do it on this version here. All right, so I'm trying to get here as close. This, like I said, the screen is not the greatest. I don't know whether this is mine or if it's just the way that they are. So I hit auto punch, and if you look, the last one in here says last take. So what you can do, you can load the last take that you did if you liked it. But what annoys me, what it does in that case is it'll set up everything the way that you had it for the last take. So if you go in and you set all your settings up, like you say, okay, I want to record this channel here, and then I want to do, I want to use input B. But if you say last take, it'll switch everything to what the last take was. So if the last take was track 2, then it'll switch to track 2 on you and all this stuff. It's a pain in the bum. Yeah, I used nice language that time. So, but yeah, I usually just do in and out, and you can do last recording, and it like I said, it's interesting, but it's a pain in the butt at the same time. It's just nicer to have it just say, okay, I just want you to auto punch the in and out, and it worked great. Like I can't complain. There was no pop or anything. Well, I only did vocals, so I don't know whether there was a pop, how it would work on guitar. I didn't try it. Yeah, so now the other thing I found, I'm going to turn these down. I'm going to play this for you for a second. I found, let's see, it should start in a sec. It was late last summer when I heard a strange creaking sound. Now, I stereoed it, and the reason I stereoed with some low-range humming and some chains clanging around is because when I had it in the middle, then I heard my baby sing the sweetest melody. I could see at this time it was the end for me. My baby, she left me for a ghost in the attic. All right, doesn't seem to be doing it now. My baby, she left me through a hole in the wall. My baby, she left me for a ghost in the attic. And all I can do is wonder why. I called the Lord. Yeah, it sounded distorted. Now it doesn't sound so bad. It was really weird. And it was only, if I had one, it was fine. If I had either one, it was fine. But then if I had both, suddenly, if they're both going center, I don't know if it was just too much for the system. It would just sound distorted. And I was like, I don't like that. Why is it distorting? I don't have this problem when I do this kind of stuff on the DB32. So I found that if I pan them apart, it was better. So I have no idea what I'm going to do at this moment with it. I'm still contemplating, am I going to put a third vocal down? I don't know yet. So this is where I'm at the moment with this. Yeah, so this is coming along nicely. I might even be able to finish it today. I doubt it. I have to do a solo, and I'm not very good at soloing. So we will see how well I do. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. My baby, she left me for a ghost in the attic. My baby, she left me for a hole in the wall. My baby, she left me